what about some of the new dribbling systems? You mentioned having dual stick dribbling.
Yeah.
What tips can you give to some newcomers to 2K as well as some of the hardcore players?
Yeah, well, I think what we wanted to do with the dribbling system this year is make it so that anybody could pick up the sticks and be successful early on. You can kind of get by with just the left stick. You can get simple like stops and snatchbacks by just throwing the stick. But yeah, once you get kind of used to the way your player moves, and there's 27 different dribble styles, you're going to want to try to start to move more of your moves to the right sticks. That's where all the kind of the flashier ball handling moves are. If you want to do the between legs move, it's that kind of down left angle. If you want to do it behind the back, it's straight down. And these are all kind of like you just chain them together by flicking the stick left and right, and up and down.
So let's say there's a new...
Sad news on the injury front today as we learned that Mr. Triple-Double Russell Westbrook was going to be...
We need this one tonight.
Bring it.
The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our setting today, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for James.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, the All-Star rosters have been announced, and Shea is officially in. I spoke with him about it happening so early in his career. He said it just reinforces that he's made...
Huge moment for Shea. Thank you for that, David.
Well, you have to be happy that Shea was selected. He's earned it with his play. Any argument against this selection, it feels hollow to me.
And the starting group for the Spurs. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the two-guard spot. And for the Lakers, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Smooth out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's James in at the three. All-Star Weekend coming up, Chris. We're seeing a lot of campaigning to get guys voted into the big game.
Yeah, that's the world we're living in right now. I can't say that I was a big fan of that, guys kind of tooting their own horn and trying to say, look at me. But again, if I have to put on my other hat, I would say the competition is so close that these are the best players in the world that are just separated by 0.1 of a block or 0.1 in points. So maybe sometimes you need to grab that megaphone and let people know, hey, I'm in a small market, I'm over here, or hey, I was hurt, but I'm playing well this year. So I don't mind it because at the end of the day, players, fans, and media, they get to decide, and hopefully it balances out.
Here's Smooth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. All-Star rosters were announced recently. A lot of fans, Greg, were delighted to see Shea named to the team. A huge moment for him.
You have to be happy for Shea making the All-Star team. I mean, he's earned it with his play, and this is just another feather in his cap. Wasn't an easy road to the NBA for him, but he is definitely one of the elite players in our league.
Here's DeRozan. It's not going to go for him. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
The Lakers with the rebound.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Here's Smooth. Aldridge is covering. Good, nice play there from Smooth. Smooth's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
The shot's good from Smooth. Smooth's got 9.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks
from in close.
You should always let it open, man. You don't want
Rondo
to
against
try
Murray. Pass to Walker.
in those situations.
Outside Aldridge. Pass to DeRozan. Clock at 6. And it's in there. DeRozan's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Smooth.
Oh, never
Off
mind.
with the
Take
layup.
that back.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 5. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense
I like
or
when it's in
lack
the
thereof.
fast break.
Too many breakdowns
fast
on that
break.
end of the floor.
Well, yeah, Greg, that's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen, not at this level.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
You can play in Hall of Fame or Superstar. I think right now I'm playing on Superstar.
To the middle.
Just cause.
Here's Aldridge. Good.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
LeBron passes to Smooth. Can't get the double clutch layup to drop.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
DeRozan with it. He's coming off a 13-point game again.
Hold up, bear back. Nathan. Nathan. Mom's gonna get ready and to go outside already. Get ready and go outside. Alright, I'm back.
Against the Clippers. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pirtle kicks to DeRozan.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Here's Smooth, trying to get open as Kuzma.
Make sure you guys have a
as
Kyrie
they pick
Irving
up 2 points
layup
from
package,
Smooth.
bro.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Silver might be good.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
DeRozan finds Aldridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly. And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
He's off on the first. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Great, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. No good from Smooth.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot.
Usually it works every time, but you
maybe
gotta
next
time
time.
it because when the
Good on the
defenders
shot.
are like in the little box, it's not gonna work. But if they're outside the box,
And here
it's
is
gonna work
James.
no matter what.
No points in the game yet for him.
Watch.
Here's Smooth, guarded by Walker. Davis to the wing right side. Here's Smooth. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Smooth's got 17.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I might get it to silver though.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Cook, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Spurs also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Pirtle. And Derek White subbed in for Murray. Here's DeRozan. Aldridge controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the shot goes in. Smooth's got 19 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
White drives in. Aldridge trying to break free. White, good.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Here's Smooth, and he uses the glass on the layup. And 1 point in the game.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Now here's White. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Smooth. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now White. The pass to Gay. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Davis. The Spurs shooting their fifth and 6 free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Well, like the Clippers of a year ago, they looked like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr.
Right.
Barmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
White against Green. White the pass to Gay. Just 4 to shoot. Rebounded by Howard.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, but Greg, that's just great defense. Forcing this man into a difficult attempt.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Aldridge trying to break free, and it's White missing. Lakers leading by 10. Here's Smooth. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Lyles checked in for San Antonio. Here's Gay, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, well, Kevin, throughout his career, Gay has been an offensive force and mastermind.
The Spurs have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
There's a lot of different methods you could do. I'm gonna do one method that I seen. I think it'll work.
And that one misses.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
On the floor for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Then there's Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the 2.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Pass to Rondo. And here is James, guarded by Walker. Here's Smooth, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. Spurs trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Smooth in the last game against the Kings really lit up the floor. He scored an amazing number of points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
No, I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Lakers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Here's Murray, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James. The Spurs have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. That one is off. And he's good on the second. Lakers leading by 5. Here's Smooth. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Smooth's got 6 points in the quarter. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. To the paint, it's tipped and stolen by LeBron. Here's the break. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
Quinn Cook's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Oh, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway.
Here's Aldridge. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And for that game against the Nuggets, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Walker's shot is off. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Los Angeles, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Pass to Pirtle. Inside, here's Aldridge. Another shot. With the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And how about a look at a few of the hottest players in the NBA right now, the top scoring shooting guards in the past 10 games. Well, you look at Smooth, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
If there's a shot available, he'll take it. I mean, he gives them some big numbers, no doubt.
Makes it off the glass. Smooth's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
And Murray, here we go. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within
right
shouting
there,
distance of the
alley-oop,
shooter,
pass it.
there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Most likely.
Murray, no good.
Going.
Lakers leading by 14.
Right here.
Here's Smooth. Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Murray surveying the D. Kicks it out to Gay.
No way he's gonna pass out.
Sinks the three-pointer. Gay's got 5.
When Gay is knocking down the perimeter jumper, he's very dangerous. Given how long his arms are, good luck in trying to catch up to his release in time if you were the D.
A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Davis. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in rebounding, first in blocks,
though you guys
and
get
also
fouled
his
like this,
field goal
it's still
percentage
gonna count
is
as
up in
shooting
the top
values,
5.
so
Tremendously efficient
nothing
at
you
finishing
be
plays
getting,
at the
driving,
basket.
finishing,
And
but
just
most
going
likely
back
you guys
real
will
quick to
see
the
him.
fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds. What a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And San Antonio with the change here, too. White's checked in. Here's Smooth. Second chance shot. Tries yet again. And the layup is good.
Made 100
Smooth's got
plus.
54 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Murray finds Gay. All alone. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Smooth, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
I'm just trying to get fouls.
Gay inside. He's against Kuzma, and the shot is good. And that's now 9 points for Rudy Gay.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray. The shot's good from Smooth.
If they close this win out, I know who my MVP is. His offensive performance tonight has been unreal.
Outside DeRozan. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Here's Smooth, and it's blocked. They retain possession, and Davis gets it to go.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Gay outside. Aldridge down low. James covering.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the breakup. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
For San Antonio, they have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line. And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Here's Smooth. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
That's good from Smooth. Both free throws good from Smooth. 5 seconds left in the second quarter. Shoots the three, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going in.
Kevin, thanks. Now, Shea, regarding the All-Star game, you have been officially voted in for the first time. So what does it feel to have all the support of all these fans around the country?
Oh man, it means everything to me. You know, we play this game for the fans. The NBA.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
No matter what.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Rajon Rondo is out there with Smooth. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Outside, Walker. Back to Aldridge. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Smooth, guarded by Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Chris, this year Pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. The Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Here's DeRozan. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Davis.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that free throw good from DeRozan. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
No question.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
I'll tell you,
Make sure you guys
right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
It would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. Got to keep the pressure on.
Gets it to fall in the bucket from Smooth. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket.
right.
He
I
made
score
that
100
reverse
if I don't mess
look
up.
easy.
Murray, no good.
And I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. On the wing, DeRozan. 15 points in the game. Good on the bucket.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Smooth. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Murray with it. 11 points in the game. Walker the pass to Pirtle. Here's Aldridge.
Come on, Kuzma. Come on, Kuzma.
Kicks it to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Lakers the other way. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys any year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on the contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players in the league, period.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray. No good from Smooth.
Damn, man.
Spurs trail by 14.
I'm tired.
Outside DeRozan. Cans the 12-footer.
Call timeout.
DeRozan's got 19 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Spurs also with the sub. Gay's checked in. Lakers leading by 12. LeBron outside. Pass to Howard. Over Pirtle. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 9 points for Dwight Howard.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
White against Caldwell Pope. Floats one, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Caldwell Pope. The Spurs have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for White. Damari Carroll's checked in for Pirtle. Platoon swap here for the Lakers. Then for the Spurs, Lyles check in for Aldridge. Lonnie Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's
Alright,
Bryn
guys, you
Forbes
think we
in
can
for
score 30
White.
more points? We'll see.
That one misses for Davis. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And before you now are the rookies on a roll, the hottest shooters in the last 10 games. Well, you look at Smooth, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And the first one drops.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And both free throws good for Gay.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside, Green. The pass to Smooth. 1:36 left to play in the third. Count it good.
Tremendous adjustment in there. They're hard to stay focused on the hoop when you got to do that.
Lyles kicks to Carroll. Back to Lyles. Passes it to Walker. Pass to Forbes. Over Davis. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And here's a look now at the last few months of assist numbers for Rondo.
One aspect of his game that's suffered the past few months has been his passing. He hasn't shown that same creativity with the basketball that we'd seen from him earlier in the season, and his assists are way down because of it.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Here is Forbes to the inside. Here's Walker. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Oh, nice look by Bradley.
Foul,
Moving it to
ref.
the open man.
Stop hating on your boy.
43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Knocked away. Here's Smooth. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
No!
Walker with some nice D.
Messed up.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Spurs. It's a 16-point game.
Messed up on the release.
Here is Forbes. Can they get it? And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Oh, such a tough defender. Bradley doesn't take a plate off.
And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds.
Easy, man.
They've been putting on a
Easy.
clinic in the paint.
Easy
Shots are
grind
falling
it,
with
though.
regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Spurs trail by 16. On the court right now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl up there with Lyles. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Walker in at the 2 guard.
There's no stopping Poeltl when he has the ball in that spot, just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Here's Smooth. And again. And there's 80 points.
wow.
Energized.
Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
And got it! Another basket. And there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pirtle dishes to Walker. Davis against Gay. The feed now to Pirtle. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Bradley. 2 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Lakers leading by 20. Connects again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. Murray finds Walker. And here is Lyles. To stop the run. The kick out to Walker. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Walker's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Spurs trail by 20. Down low. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Here's Smooth. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 6 rebounds now in the game. Launches it. Good on the triple.
Well, maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. Gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
Here's Smooth. Guarded by Walker. Here's Smooth. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Walker. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. Both good from the line that time. Spurs trail by 17. Murray outside. Pass to Gay. Here's Lyles. And the pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Count it. DeRozan's got 9 points here in the second half.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. They'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. The Lakers making a switch here. James is checked in. White is checked in for San Antonio. Timeout called the Lakers. And he makes both free throws. Here's Murray. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Another steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Smooth.
No, man, no way.
San Antonio takes it the other way.
See, like right there,
Well,
do the
in
drop
the
step
rebounding
right
game,
there.
at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Gay. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Passes it to
Hopefully we
DeRozan.
don't get called out though.
Pulls from the top of the key. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He takes that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Bertle, the pass to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Over Rondo. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Murray. And the rejection by Cousins.
And the defensive Cousins making his presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
Nice shot by Bertle.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
Lakers leading by 19. Here's Smooth. And Bertle sends it back. Gay kicks to Murray. Over in the corner, White. Here's Smooth. And
That's a
Bertle
foul,
sends
bruh.
it back.
Come on, man.
Gay finds DeRozan. And there's
course.
the big-time
Who makes
champ
that?
as he slams it right over
Nobody's
Cousins.
looking over DeMarcus.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Bertle. That's his 5th foul.
That's number 5 on him. No
I don't know what
room
to
for
do.
error
Why do they
anymore. I
want to
bet
play
they'll
so-
take it at him right
so
now.
good now?
Try to get him out
Look
again.
at that.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Rudy Gay.
An excellent
Come on,
play
bro.
and coming at the right time as well, guys. They need to string together some defensive and offensive possessions like that.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
But the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Smooth.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed.
6 points.
It's
Come
been
on.
total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing
my
performance. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul.
Every
That
time,
is his
man,
first foul of the game.
when I'm doing so good, next thing you know, they want to become the best players in the world.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's DeRozan.
Right, and when Kuzma is motivated on defense, it helps big time. He needs to be more consistent on this end.
Thank you.
And foul on the
Thank
shot,
you.
so he'll get a chance at the line. Bertle, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Spurs making a change here. Isles checked in.
Oh, I missed
So
the
after making the
early
first, he goes
two.
1 for 2.
And as well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
The shot's good from Smooth.
That should be a foul,
And
bro.
unless
He's
you
pushing
have
me
some
there.
aerial skills, you cannot pull that off.
And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. They trail by 18. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I gotta talk to that one.
Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
Here's Smooth. Rebounded by the
That guy's
Spurs.
small, bro.
White's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wiles against Kuzma. Outside, White. Outside, DeRozan. Clock at 4. For 3, Murray. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Rondo. Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray. Here's Smooth. And Aldridge comes over to help. And stolen by White.
I'm really about to choke.
And here is Murray.
I know that for a fact.
That's tipped. And here we go. Rebounded by the Spurs. Murray's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside, here's DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Smooth.
Like, look, give me the
Here's
fucking
Davis.
foul, ref.
They shoot again. Pass to Kuzma.
No,
They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And DeRozan, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. DeRozan's got 27.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lyle.
Get a woman in.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Let me get an M1. Something.
Here's Smooth. White covering. And there's the pass to Kuzma. And it's sent back by Aldridge. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Smooth. DeRozan with the rebound.
Give me that.
Nabbing another steal.
He's making history, tied for 3rd most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity.
One more
He
point.
continues to hound the ball.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Oh, because refs don't want to give me a foul when it's clearly a foul when I drive in.
Out to White. There's the triple.
That's not in.
Rebounded by the Lakers. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Smooth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jesus.
It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Both free throws good from Smooth. Spurs trail by 16. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And they didn't see me down. It's good. We'll get more points.
Here's Aldridge. Rondo on the double team. White drives in, dishes it to Aldridge.
Damn.
That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And I love how Aldridge uses his size to hold his own against defenders and just routinely scores up over the top.
Again, what an avalanche!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter. To the wing on the left. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Aldridge has got 22.
Well, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's Smooth. That's tipped, and they get it back. There's 1:34 left to play in the final quarter. Outside, White. And another steal for him.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. 11 steals, remaining the all-time benchmark for defensive thievery.
More star players changing. Nine seconds left in the game.
Moment of truth.
Here's Caruso. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better
See how much
basketball
points we
team by
got,
far
guys.
tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have a crowd be so pumped up.
It's time to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Look,